For those people who cannot join on Zoom, I am going to provide you with the live link to YouTube Live, and you can join on YouTube, which will be cool. Okay, so let me just grab that and post it in our community. Fantastic. And Rhonda, if you can let me know if this background is bothering you or not. Just let me know. This one is not another one that was very, very quick. So this one is a little bit slower, but I know that it's not for everyone. That's why I'm asking you, because you're more sensitive. So you're my litmus test, you know? You like my litmus test. Okay, fantastic. So I am going to go here, and I'm still learning, guys, right? So the school is a new community, like for me as a creator. So I'm pretty comfortable by being a user, but I am still learning the community itself. So trying to figure out where to post. I see Sally is joining as well. Fantastic. Okay, so let me just post here and there it is. Okay. And we'll do the bigger grand opening already, but I just, because of today and how significant it is to me, I wanted to make sure that I am honoring my brother. And this whole community was open in his honor, and kind of to remember, I don't know, remember his life, or really step into that creativity. My brother, when we were younger, was an amazing artist. Amazing, amazing artist. I don't remember when he stopped, but he did. And because life happens, right? So we been raised in the societies where art doesn't bring you income. We were raised in a society where you needed to get a job. You needed to figure out how to make money. And at some point he stopped drawing. And actually, in the last about 6 months before he passed, his wife bought him this really cool painting by numbers. And he made this painting, and she actually brought it to Toronto. So she brought it to Canada with her. And after he passed, and it was just, and I could feel how much joy it gave him to do that, and kind of reconnecting with creativity and everything else. And I truly believe when we drop into our creativity, when we actually start embodying that joy, then things change. Everything changes in your life, right? So when we're in a creative flow, which means different things for different people, and we all have a different flows. There is no book for us. How are we being productive, or how are we being in creative flow? To me, productivity means creative flow. When I'm in a creative flow, it's almost like nothing else exists, right? So it's also my ADHD, right? Hyper focus. But I know from many of my clients too, being in creative flow is what helps them to keep moving without getting discouraged. And that's exactly what I want for everyone. Because running the business or even living the life is these days could be really, really hard, right? So let me just put this post that I'm talking. Come join us for this intra grand opening call on Zoom or live on YouTube. Okay. And I'm going to grab this link. And let's see here. Give me 1 second here, because school does not like live links. I always have to redo it very quickly. Okay. Okay, so we are here. And by the way, that is a great use of the chat GPT. Um, when something doesn't work like link or anything like that, I just put it in ChatGPT and I say, hey, school does not allow me this link. Can you please format it for me the way that school likes? And it does it for me like in 2 seconds, right? So that is just amazing how technology works these days. Okay, so live grand opening call, perfect. So we have it now. I'm going to quickly pin it. And we are good to go. We are good to go. I'm super excited, super, super excited. And it's just such a beautiful day for me to do that. Run the cell. Well, it's okay, but I'm not a fan of it. Stay on forever, but that's just me. So, okay. Guys, let me know if this background will start bothering you, because sometimes it could be because it's repetitive. Just let me know, okay? Yeah, perfect. And I have Michelle and I have Sandra here. Welcome, welcome, beautiful souls. So I am, as I said, just so excited about this community, and I already can feel a very different energy about it for many different reasons. It's also on a different platform. And what I really love about the school, it keeps us away from all of the weird stuff. Let's say, just say, strange stuff that happens on Facebook, right? So feeds and all of that stuff. We don't have any politics information there. We don't have people arguing with each other. It's all just in a community where you are. Okay. Michelle, yes, okay, absolutely I can. Here we go. That's why I asked. Here we go. Better? Okay. Yes, I know for some people could be sensitive to sounds or backgrounds, so that's very, very important. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so I want to open up first for you and ask me any questions because it's a new community and I really want to answer any questions that you might have and how to best use it as well. You probably, or do you want me to get, oh, go ahead, Michelle. Perfect. I love that. I have a question. That's
Oh,
perfect.
bless. I mean, it's evening time, right? I am in my bed already because I've had a day, but I had to turn on the camera. And it's not even a question. I just wanted to say, Katya, thank you so much for your courage and your strength and for this beautiful use of your power, and the way that you have and are commemorating your brother and immortalizing him and sharing it with us. It's such an honor and a privilege to be invited into that and to witness it. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for saying that. And I would actually ask for community help. I was thinking about to really create one of the levels in community, like on the leaderboard. I'll show in a moment in his memory, but I'm not sure what to do yet. That's why it's, well, remember, it's fluid, right? It's just starting. So we will change it and transform it to whatever it will be, whatever it will become. But one of the
Mhm.
levels I definitely want to name after my brother, and I'm just not sure what level and for what. So, and what kind of
Oh,
prizes associated with that. So, and I'll walk you through so you can see. Okay. So perfect. Yeah.
lovely.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Michelle. Thank you so much. And thank you for being here. I know it's late for you. Okay. Rhonda says, I do prefer the solid background. It just gets hard for the movement after a while. Yeah. All good. All good. And that's why I always ask, right? So wonderful. So let me, if you don't have questions right now, let me just share a little walkthrough. And the walkthrough will be in community in the video as well. As I said, right now, we just opened the community for, we open community for existing members. If you are inside Oracle Cards Magic and maybe you did not notice and you paid for this community, please, please let me know. I'll provide the refund because you get free ticket and you were supposed to get a free invitation. It looks differently. Yes, you probably got my email today and all of that stuff, but that email went to everyone, right? So Everyone in Oracle Cards Magic, this is my gift for you, right? So you don't have to pay extra $6 a month. You're already paying for Oracle Cards Magic, okay? So that's how it works. For the new people who are joining, they are paying that, unless they join Oracle Cards Magic, of course. Okay, so let me just show you a quick walkthrough, and then I'll answer any questions. Okay, so when you get into the community, and by the way, the banner might change, I don't know. All of that is fluid, right? So it's just happening as you can see me building it. What I love about the school communities, if you haven't been, and now in yours, it's not going to show invite 3 people, this kind of my back end. That's what you're seeing. But everything else looks exactly the same, right? So what you will notice here, everything is built in together. So classroom is inside community. So there is a community. This is where we'll communicate. This is where you're going to share your beautiful creations. This is where you're going to ask the questions. I'll probably set up a separate thread for questions. I don't know. We'll figure that out as we go. Okay. So that's in your community, just like in a Facebook group, right? So I always will say community portion is just like it's a Facebook group, right? So classroom is where all of the training will be. And if you are level 2, which is super simple to get, and I already see people who is level 2, like Sally is level 2, Rhonda is level 2, Sully is level 2, Susie is level 2. So you might ask yourself, well, how did they get to level 2? And when you get to the leaderboard, it will explain to you that to get to the level 2, you need to have 5 points. And how do you get 5 points? You simply pause, and every time, right? So, for example, you can introduce yourself. And when you introduce yourself, somebody will like your post, and every like equals 1 point. When you have 5 likes, you get to the level 2. Okay. One thing I really want for you to think about, I don't want you to chase points or levels or anything like that. It is fun, but at the same time, if you participate and engage, it will naturally come, okay? Don't let it to become, oh my God, I want to get to level 9, right? So, or whatever it is. It will come as you engage in the community, okay? So that's one of the important things. We're not chasing anything here in this community. We're flowing in here. We're truly flowing in this community, okay? So when you click on this question mark, and let me annotate here so it's easier for you to see. When you click on this question mark under leaderboard, it will explain to you how many points you need for each level. This is controlled by school, not by me. This is for every school community. It's exactly the same for every level, right? So what's different is what comes with every level. So for example, when you reach level 2, you will be able to get all of the training, and it will be every month. There will be new training from the artist, traditional artist. Right now, for level 2, you have access to watercolor flow art from Dara. Okay, and it's a beautiful, beautiful training here. And you can just, it's a 22 minutes training, and you also can connect with her, right? So I give all of the information about her as well. But it's a beautiful training for you to start kind of figuring out what is the mediums that you want to learn. Why would we want to learn the medium? Some people will ask, are we going to use AI? We're going to use both. But one of the things that we're going to do every month, and we'll start in June because we're almost right? So we're almost in June here, and I want to give more people time to join. We are going to do what I call sketch and spell. I will be providing a sketch for you, and you will decide what medium you're going to use, which could be coloring pencils, could be markers, could be watercolor, could be acrylics, could be anything. You might decide you want to do mixed media collage, or you might say, no, I want to take the sketch and turn it and use AI. I want to use it digitally. and not by hand. And it's totally fine. You're going to choose what medium you're going to use, and we will go to a very specific ritual. I'm not going to give it away yet, but we are going to do it as live sketch and spell. That's once a month that we're going to do. Okay. And you decide which medium you're going to use. Okay. So that's how it's going to work. Any questions about that? No? Okay. So the next thing that comes for the community here is, okay, let's go back to leaderboard. So every level will give you some of the access. So for example, level 3 will give you opportunity to chat with other members in school. Why is that I'm locking it until level 3? Because just knowing from experience from any communities like this, sometimes we have people who join just to spam other people, and they will join and they start to, because somebody else built the community, they have a lot of people and they'll start sending unsolicited promotions and all of that stuff. By me locking it until level 3, it means only engaged people will be able to actually chat with other members, right? So it won't be available. People join for $6 a month and then they start sending all this unsolicited messages. It happens on all platforms, but I want to keep this community safe. I want to keep this community clean. So that's why I'm locking it until level 3. So they actually need to engage. They need to get 20 points before they start talking to other people. Okay. And they also will receive access to Soulful AI Images workshop. For all of you guys who are already in Oracle Cards Magic, you already have access to that, right? So, but that is going to give them access there. I haven't created rewards for the rest of the levels yet because it will be fluid and we are going to go through them as we go. Okay. So any questions about leaderboard? No? Okay. Wonderful. So next one, what I really like in school, you actually have the calendar built inside. So you don't need to go and put it on your Google Calendar or anything else. All you have to do is go to community and it will be the calendar what is happening. So just similar to Oracle Cards Magic, like on the first of months, you will have a calendar for that month. So you don't have anything for June yet because I haven't put anything in there. Okay, perfect. Now, members, you can see all the members. Oh, Liz just joined. Yay. So I'm excited. So I have some people who just joined, right? So I have some people, oh, Rhonda found her way. Perfect. She wasn't able to do that, which is wonderful. So you can see who is here and you can see what they do, a little of explanation. You can follow them if you want. The way to follow somebody, you're going to click on their name and then you click follow. Okay, so I'm going to follow Liz here. And this way, whenever Liz posts something, I actually will get notification. Okay. So that's how you can see. There is another thing about school communities that people get obsessed with. And I have to be honest, last month before I got on vacation, I actually was obsessed with that. And I'm going to show you where you can see it. So if you have a 10 meaningful connections a day for 30 days, you will get this flame emoji beside your name. It means that you're active, engaged member of school, right? So, and as you can see, it will show you in here, and I had 26 activities. I was 4 short. But when I went on vacation, because it was my intentional, right? So my intentional pause, I said to myself, I'm not going to play this game. I'm not playing this game, right? So let it not become like some vain game. Engage with purpose and intention. But when you do it every day, then you will give this dark green and it will tell you how many activities. You need 10 activities to turn it into gray, into dark green. And when you have 30 days of dark green, then you get the flame beside your name. Okay. So, but that is something, it's funny. Sometimes people get a little overboard with that. Okay. Now, what else? Map. So this is sometimes people like, okay, I'm not, and look at this. I love that. I just got the ding, Robin joined, which is fantastic. Welcome, Robin. It's excited. So the map. Some people is like, oh my God, they will show me on the map. The map is 10 miles away, so it's really not showing where you are. So, for example, you all know where I am, so it doesn't really matter. But if you look at that, it shows me right here, but I'm not there. I'm not, yes, I'm on Vancouver Island, but I'm not here, right? So it's 10 miles away, which is totally safe. However, there is a way for you to remove your marker from the map, and I will record the video to show you how to do that if you feel that you don't want to show, like, on the map where you are. Okay. So right now, that's showing our map of this community. I think it's just so cool to see where people are. And look, I see 7 people from Europe. I see somebody in like Sweden. I probably should be someone in New Zealand and Australia. Yeah, see here in Australia. So I love 2 people in Australia. It's just really cool to see how communities growing globally, right? So, and that's fantastic. But it's also fantastic because you can see who is close to you. So, like for example, here I can see that 2 people are close to me in British Columbia, right? Or was it one person? And if I look at this and I can see it's Holly, and I knew that Holly was close, right? So, but let's say I'm planning to go inland and I'm planning to be close to where she is. And for me, whenever I travel, I actually intentionally connect with people I want to connect just for coffee or tea or lunch, whatever it is. And I can chat and say, Holly, I will be, in your close to you whenever, right? So do you want to meet up? Right. So that is something that connects people as well. And I absolutely love this feature. That's why I chose to use it in our community. Okay. Okay, so everything else we already talked about the leaderboards. As I said, I will create other rewards with every level as we go in. And right now, we also showing just similar to what was showing on Facebook of the 10 most engaged. We have showing 7, like, 7 top members. Remember, we just started it yesterday evening. So we just started. So it's anybody's game and anybody can go there. But if you're one of those people like, I want to be on top of all of that, and it just makes your heart sing, just engage and participate, and you will be there. Okay. Question. Any questions for me? Oh, perfect. Then Robin just joined and she is here. So let's give Robin a royal welcome to Oracle Studio. Hello, beautiful. Thank you for joining. We were just showing, I was just showing walkthrough of the community and we just seen you joining. And I'm so happy you joined the grand opening call as well. So we meet you where you are. You don't need to open the camera if you don't want to. You don't need to talk if you don't want to, but if you do, we welcome and we would love to hear you and see you if that's what you want, okay? But we don't force people to turn on cameras. We meet you just where you are and who you are. Okay? Awesome. So, any questions, ladies? Sandra has a beautiful sunlight there. I'm like overcast here. Any questions here? Yes, it is being recorded and it's already in inside our community in a post, so you can rewatch it anytime. Yes. Okay, perfect. Wonderful. And if you have any questions, Robin, please let us know and I'll be happy to answer them. Any questions, beautiful people? Rhonda, yes.
There we go. Okay. I don't know. I don't exactly have a question, but the first thing I wanted to just say this is such a beautiful way to honor your brother. And I'm sure you know that his presence is right there with you. And he's so touched and moved by what you're doing for him because he's communicating that to me. And it's really beautiful. And the idea you said you didn't know about, we're working with a way to honor him with one of the levels. And I don't know how this can be done in school because I've used it as a consumer, but whatever, someone in the community, but I've never made one. If there's a way to say if you've created 5 pieces of art or something like that, that maybe that would be some way to kind of honor him and his art. So it's just an idea for you to play with, but I don't know if it's possible to do that.
Yeah,
specific.
it's not really possible to do like automatically. And
Yeah.
my biggest thing, what I want to create for everyone, including myself, ease and flow, right? So that's one of the reasons, we want to move to this school, because I don't need to do much manual stuff. But I love what you're saying. So I just wanted to name one of the levels after him, right?
Well,
so on a leaderboard.
Name one of the higher levels for him then.
Yeah. But then I wanted to think, what
is
the reward going to be?
Well, I don't have any idea there, but yeah, that's going to be the fun part. I mean, whether there's rewards or not, I do love school and these other communities that are not Facebook because the energy is just so much calmer to be in there. There's not the extraneous, because even if you're not looking and you've trained yourself not to, go and do those things, they're still there and there's still this grinding in the background. But in school, it's like, oh, I walk in the room and it's just the energy of the room. Oh, it's so clean and pleasant. I love it. So
exactly. Yeah, that was exactly and it's like you go there and you go for a reason, right? So there's a couple of other things let me know if you have a questions. If not, I'm going to show you a couple of other things that's important. Okay. No, so far so good. Okay. The next thing that I really wanted to show you is notifications, because they can get out of hand if you are in many communities. And you also notice that I pinned several communities that I actually go first, but I also rearranged my communities by priorities. And it doesn't mean that my priorities will stay the same, and this is how you can rearrange your communities too. So let me just again annotate just to show you how to do that. When you click on switch communities here, it will give you all the list, and you can see I'm in a lot of communities. But you can prioritize them, right? So for example, and I always want my community to be on top, right? So, and that is where you can just quit. And that's another, it's so easy to do. You're just going to grab it and you're going to move it to the top, right? So, and you can prioritize it and you can do it in any ways that you want. So for example, I am learning something new right now, specifically to filmmaking and video making, and this is why I'm prioritizing this community right now. And this is my mastermind with Evelyn, right? So, and sometimes people want to prioritize schoolers. That's the community by school, right? So there is a different thing. You can prioritize it. So, for example, when we were running workshop for landing page magic, this was on top for me because that's the ones that I would look first at. Okay. So you can easily drag and grab and move them in any priorities that you want. And this way, whatever the first community, when you open schools, that community will automatically, like when you open you up, that's the community that will come up. And that is how you can prioritize things. Next thing is notifications. You can manage those notifications, okay? You can manage this notifications in your group. So if I will go to this group. No, I'm admin in this. I'm going in a group where I'm not admin. Okay, I'm going to schoolers. And what you can do here, you can actually manage notifications, and you can manage them by going to your profile and settings. And then you can, and here you can rearrange as well. I showed you a different way to rearrange, but you can definitely do that. So your next question could be, how did I pin them to here, right? You can do it in your settings and you can just pin this community, but you can only do 8. So I need to unpin one of the communities here, and I can unpin this one, and I can pin that, okay? So as easy as that, so all my communities, as they are pinned, and they are in orders that I want to do. So your notification, then so your communities will show under communities. Then you can go to your profile, make sure you have a bio. It's important, right? So when people are going to click on your profile, they will know what it is about. Sometimes you have to do it like, 2 words together because it's only 150 characters. Okay? Your location here, you can, this is where I was telling you, you can remove your map location if you don't want it to show in community. And it doesn't show only in this communities, but any communities you are part of, okay? If you want to put your Myers-Briggs, you can do that. You don't have to. You can put your social links here. I strongly recommend to do that. People are curious that where they are actually going to, right? So they are actually going to pick on some of the stuff. And then membership of the visibility. So I had it in private and I just switched it to public right now because I did not want it to be visible until I open it up. Okay. So you also can, and you might say, I don't want people to know that I am part of this community. So I don't know, maybe there is some stuff. So for example, maybe you have friends, or maybe like I call it, you are still in a spiritual closet and you don't want to tell people that you are into oracle cards or stuff like that. Maybe you have a lot of friends who don't understand it and they are in school. So what you can do, you can actually hide it. You can just say, you hide this community. I don't want it to show, because when people click on your profile, they see what member, like if you're a member of other community. And I'm going to show you how it shows in a moment. So for example, I can click on my profile and it will show all of my memberships, right? But you see, I just hid one of them, the filmmaking one, and it's not showing anymore for other people. Okay. So there is so much flexibility on how you can control. So let's go back to settings. And next thing is, so we talked about the profile and how to change different things, okay? You can also say high profile from search engines, okay? And like, I don't know why you would do that, but maybe some people do that, so I don't. So the next part is affiliates, and that is really, really cool because you can actually earn affiliate few different ways. You can earn affiliates if you're part of any paid school communities like mine, right? Like Oracle Studio, you can actually earn commissions here. So the way to do that inside Oracle Studio, if you go to the Start Here section, and it's the only one, and plus the watercolors are available now on purpose. So if you go to Start Here, if you finish this module completely, one of them is Share the Studio Magic, and I even given you swipe copy. You can send emails and so on and so forth, and send it to your people and invite them. It's $6 a month. It's a fun, incredible, soulful community. So when they join you, you will get a 40% commission every month, right? So, or if they do annuals, then every year. So you will get 40% commission on that. And as I said, I'm even giving you all of the swipes, very short emails, or you can use them as a post, and you can invite people. So your next question would be like, oh, but where do I get my link? I'll show you in a moment, okay? So to get your link, and I will show you as if I am in another community. So let's say I want to invite people to filmmaking community, which is $5 community. All I have to do is click on invite people, okay? And when I click on that, this is my link for this community, and just click copy it, and that's your affiliate link, okay? So again, I'll look at the different community. Let's say we want to this one, and I'll just say invite people, and this is your link to invite people. Okay. So that's how simple it is. That's another reason why I was looking forward to school, because affiliate doesn't work really well with WordPress, and it just been a nightmare on that side. So that's why I never really promoted it, because I couldn't support you the way that it would be easy for you to invite people and track and see how many, affiliate commissions do you have. See how simple it is when you go to affiliates. It's actually showing you or showing me where am I getting the affiliates from, and then it shows you that I receiving payments goes directly. It's all automatically tracking for you as well, and you can see. Okay, so it just will say from school platform, maybe, and you can do it by communities too, right? So I can click on maybe like, how much did I earn from here? No, I don't, because I never referred anyone, but just an example. Okay, perfect. You can also get the affiliate link on this screen. So when you click on affiliates, and then you can go, if you want to refer people just to school community, you'll click this. If you want to refer to Oracle Studio, you're just going to click on Oracle Studio and copy this link, and this is your affiliate link. Okay. Super simple, super simple. Okay, awesome. Now, big one, notifications. You can control what and how you receive it. For example, new follower email notification. Do you want, so I don't want every follower to get me the notification, okay? So I am going, and then I on purpose left it this way so I can show you. Now, new affiliate referral, yes, I do, because I want to thank those people who are actually referring to me. So I love building relationships, not transactions, as you know. And I really like new customer kaching sound. As I was on a call with you guys, I got 2 kachings and was like, oh, that's fun, right? So it's just really fun when that happens, okay? So now you can also change notification for each community. Not just this is overall, but then for each community. For example, I can say that from Oracle Studio, I want to have a summary of popular posts weekly, or I want it daily, or I don't want a summary at all. I can say never. Okay. So for me, I do want it daily because that's how I track, because I'm owner of this community. I also want to see what's happening. Even so I'm active, maybe I missed something. Okay. Notifications and bundled summary of likes, comments, mentions, and so on and so forth. I wanted hourly, again, just because I am an owner of this community. You might want to say never. You might don't want likes or anything like that. It's so flexible, and you can create your notification, any type of notifications as much as you want. So I do want to have notification when somebody liked my post, because I want to respond to that as well and see who it was. Admin announcement, notify me when group admins make announcement. I always keep it on yes, because this is the one that is important for me, especially when I'm in certain communities. Unless I'm in a community where I joined and I learned something and then it's not my focus for next few months, then I'll turn it off, right? So event reminders, it will say yes default, and yes, I do want those reminders as well. And new customers emails, I do put this as well. So when I get new customers, okay? So that's how simple it is. You go to each community and you are going to change whatever is that you want from that community. I recommend to do it as you join in communities, because if you are like me, who likes and very curious, and I don't even want to tell you how many Facebook groups I am in, some of them knowingly and some of them not knowingly. So if you like me, you probably will forget it after. As you join community, just go to notification and change your notification based on what you want to see from that community. Okay. Next one is chat. Okay. And you can actually turn it on or turn it off. Maybe you don't want notification chat from specific communities. Okay. Maybe you don't, so you can just remove it. You can easily block people too, right? So similar to Facebook, except I only have one person blocked. On Facebook, I probably have millions, right? Not millions, but a lot. Your payment methods, I'm not going to open it, but this is where you're going to see how your payment's set up. If you, like, when you paid for that, you can manage it, you can change your cards, you can cancel it. One click, super simple. Again, I love it because it's all in one place. Payment history, when you click on a payment history, it will show you what payments went through and so on and so forth as well, okay? So it's just going to show you any communities that you're part of. It's going to show you what payments you did. Okay. And then you also can change it to light or dark as well, or whatever your system is, right? So I tend to prefer the light setup, but some people like it dark, right? So you can change it. If you say whatever your system is, it will depend how you set up your computer. Okay. So that's pretty much all here. And let me see if you have any questions. Michelle said, thank you so much for that. I'm not sure what it was. It was 15 minutes ago, but you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Okay. Any other questions, ladies? No? Well, good. Did you learn anything new about this school today? Yeah. Wonderful. Okay. So what I'm planning to do when I was doing the walkthrough, I am going to create short videos on how to do each function, and I will put it under start here section as people are coming in, so they don't need to watch this big video. Okay. Good. So have you went, and that's your next step now. As you join, make sure that you go through the first section where it says start here and go literally section by section. And as you go through, there's a huge satisfaction. You can just mark it down. Okay. And I love that. And then it says Oracle, Studio onboarding. It given you this onboarding ritual. I strongly recommend for you to do that and also share what you got out of this ritual as well. If you don't have cards, because some people might not have cards, you can go and you can pick the card from one of my deck here. You can just go ahead and, oh, I thought it was Facebook one. I guess it's a different one. I'll fix it. It did say Facebook, isn't it? But when I go, it goes to YouTube. Okay, that's fine. I'll fix it in a moment here. That's bizarre. Facebook. YouTube just didn't show it correctly, so I'm going to do that. Okay, let's try this now. Okay, it's some kind of interesting sorcery going on. So it's supposed, or maybe it is Facebook. I don't know. Maybe it is Facebook. It doesn't matter. You can read it. One of the videos I couldn't read this why. If you don't have cards, you can I just put one of my smaller decks, 25 cards only. And this is a fun one. So with imaginary animals that I created in my imagination, it's a fantasy animals. And for example, there is Sunfire Griffiths, okay? And you can just go ahead and you can see the message here as well. It's for those of you who do not have, oh yeah, it is on Facebook. Okay, perfect. Okay, and it's for those of you who do not have the cards. But I strongly recommend to do this ritual so you come into this community with intention, because we all know when we set intentions and when you sit with this intention and when we follow this intention, everything becomes so much easier and in creative flow as well. Okay. Then I have here how to give and receive how to give and receive feedback. It's really, really important to know that we don't coach people here unless, there is no unsolicited coaching, and we meet people as they are. And I'm giving examples how to ask for feedback, or if you just want for people to hold space for you. It's very, very important. We don't prescribe to toxic positivity or spiritual bypassing here either. Right. So, and this is all the explanation on how to show up for yourself and for others as well. Okay. The next one, we have categories. So some of them will apply for multiple categories. So for example, art and soulful images and also oracle deck creation can kind of overlap, right? So just pick one. It doesn't really matter. Just pick one and it will automatically make you to pick. So if I want to make a post, I'm going to write something here. I'll do the title, I'll write the post, I can attach GIF or I can attach picture, like in this case, if you want to share your creation, and then you're going to select category. So for example, if you're going to share your art and images, you're going to just click that and you're going to just post that in here. Okay. You're not going to have send email to all members. That's on my side. Okay. Awesome. So I think I covered everything. If I missed anything, I will do that later, but I think we covered everything. Hi. Good, good, good. Any questions? No? So if we don't have any questions, I want to draw the card from this deck we drew earlier when we were doing channeling. And it's a really cool deck that I picked in a local bookstore here. And I really loved different things because I also teach how to design and print oracle cards. I love to geek over really cool designs. Like this is a really cool box. I really like it. It's simple. It's attached. It's not like, detached here. It's cool and holographic, and it's pretty neat. And it's all about different herbs and plants and stuff like that. So I'm going to draw the card and I'm going to put the card back, the one that we picked earlier. Okay? And I am going to ask Rhonda to set intention for this poll.
There we go. Okay. The intention for this draw will be which of the plants and herbs will help us to let our creativity soar.
Love it. Okay, so which of the plants and herbs will help us to have our creativity soar? Okay, let's see. And actually, two of them were very stubborn and I couldn't separate them. So we're going to take two. So one, and I'm laughing. Okay, so I know all of you are here and I'm going to remove my background here. But the first one is forbidden fruit apple. Hilarious. Okay, love that. Okay, so what comes up for me is there's no such thing as a perfect or forbidden when it comes to creativity. Just go for it. Really bite the juicy bite of staying in a creative flow. Because sometimes our society might show you that it's forbidden to create your reality and abundance by being creative, creating art, and so on and so forth. And that is not true. So bite into that forbidden apple. Okay. And the second one is, again, you can't make this shit up, burdock. Tap your resources. Okay. Resources are here in community, and you'll have a lot of them, right? So there's a couple of things I didn't show, so I'll show you in a moment here what's in the classroom. But Resources are here, but resources are also not only in the community, resources are also within the community. What I mean by that, the difference is you can join community and you can look at the lessons in a classroom. Yes, those are resources. But all of our members are resources too. So this is community for everyone to get in touch, to help each other. That's use your resources there as well. And also resources are your internal inner resources as well. So we can look at it from so many different perspectives. Okay? Beautiful. I love that. So forbidden fruit, apple, and tap your resources. I love that. Anyone else picked something else from this cards? You can open up and we can totally talk about it.
Thank you. I'd love to. Oh, you're so intuitive. You really are. The forbidden fruit. I, through doing my deep work and healing with my feminine energy, I came to realize that there are obviously, as you know, different versions of what the forbidden fruit was. And in some versions, they talk about like the pomegranate, which is representative of the feminine energy, that goddess energy. So when I saw that forbidden fruit, and then I saw the two serpents as well on the card, for me it just felt like our inner power, you know, that feminine creative power, you know. So yeah, I thought that was really amazing, and I'm so grateful that Rhonda chose that intention. You know, I thought, wow, look at that. And then the burdock, because I've been a what do you call it, herbalist for a few decades now. I'm sure many of you know that burdock is a deeply cleansing and purifying herb, but it's at least one of the things that it can really help us with. So in with regards to releasing, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, energetic, cutting cords, preparing for new beginnings, you know, I think that the two cards together are just beautiful, you know. So yeah, I think that's lovely to a place to move forward with, you know.
Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. Yeah, such a great and such a great notice as well on this card. What Michelle was talking about, serpent as well on the
Yeah.
card, and feminine energy, right? So if you think about, if we take it a little bit further as well, deeper, um, if you think about in a lot of religions that was suppressed, the feminine energy, right? So if we think about witches and how they were burned, right? So that's part of that forbidden fruit to stay within your feminine power. So there is a couple of things, couple of other messages coming through as well. Love that. Anybody else want to share what came up for them? No? All good? Okay. Okay. So that's good. So a couple of more things I wanted to show. This week, and I'm not sure when, I am going to do the training on those viral videos like you've seen me turning myself into a baby. And the reason, and I will answer this question because it came up on earlier in the channeling. And the reason we still will do baby too, and we'll have a couple of other versions. I'm not going to spoil surprise. But the reason we're going to do the baby is because if you're planning to use it on your socials, like Instagram, for example, this is what algorithm is pushing right now. This is why you're seeing all these babies all over of the internet. But you can create it in a soulful way because there is a lot of bro marketing babies right now advertising their courses, and it's kind of off-putting. And I did not see those ones. I like actually started seeing them after I created mine. And I'm like, oh my God, what are those like bro marketing babies right now? So if you haven't seen that video, I will post my videos and when I'm done, I also will teach you how to do it with the free tools. It will cost you nothing. Okay, so we're going to be creating a very short clip of 12 seconds and it will free. I'll walk you step by step. I will either do live training or I might do both. I will do the pre-recorded and then we'll do live training for questions or kind of like workshop for questions. It's super simple process. Now, I'm saying it's simple, super simple, maybe because for all of you who've been in Oracle Cards Magic for a while, it will be very, very simple. But for some of you who are new, I will still show you a simple way to do it with ChatGPT as well, that you don't need to overthink, you don't need to invest in any platforms if you don't want to. Okay, so but it is like I literally have one document and it's 7 steps and it's super simple steps. Okay, so that's just going to be happening this week. I'm just not sure what day, and I am going to post the training and you will see it on the calendar as well. And I will send emails. That's another thing is really cool with school community. When I make a post, I can just send email to all of the members. And it automatically goes to you and it will say this is what's happening in Oracle Studio. Okay, so that is really cool. Okay, one more thing here. In a classroom, you will notice right now, as I said, if you click on Midjourney, there is nothing there. And it's because a lot of things are like planned, but they're not here yet, but they will be. Okay, so you will see that will appear. Same thing with ChatGPT. So you will get training on 3 different platforms, and actually 4. There is iDiagram as well will be coming. So you will get training on the Midjourney, you will get training on ChatGPT, you also will get training on Artistly. So what is Artistly? It's actually one-time payment, and you get access for life. And the reason I included it here because some people don't want to have monthly subscription to Midjourney or ChatGPT or anything like that. And by the way, you can create images now with a free version as well. But some people want like, okay, I want more functions and I want to pay once and don't pay monthly. That's why I included here as well. Okay. Then we also will have a daily prompts for Oracle cards specifically, and that is just speak for itself. You'll just have a daily prompt. So every day, we start in June 1st, you will have a prompt for Oracle cards, and that prompt will be sometimes specific to the platform, and sometimes is not. Sometimes you can use it with any platforms. That's pretty much all. And as soon as you level 2, you're going to get access to watercolor flow art. And most, like if you made a couple of comments, you already been level 2. Like I said, Rhonda is level 2, Susie is level 2, Suli is level 2, and I think, yeah. So if you make a comment, if you make a post and few people respond to you, you immediately will be level 2. Okay. So that's how you do that. Okay. Any other questions? I think I covered everything now. Let's see. I'm just looking at my little cheat sheet list here. No? Well, good. Okay. So before we go, Sandra says, thank you. This has been great, very informative, and I love the cards that were chosen. And you have to go, yes, thank you for being here. Thank you for bringing your energy. So excited for this new space as well, new creative space. Okay. Wonderful. So we have a couple of more minutes, and I would love if you already done your ritual, right? So, and if you are inspired to share what came up through for you, right? So in the ritual, you might say, what is a ritual? What are you talking about? So if you go to start here, you will go to Oracle Studio Onboarding Ritual, and it's giving you here, and it's literally grounding you, setting intention, and you do the card pull. If you've done that already, and if you want to share, I would welcome you to do that. If not, it's totally okay as well. Just let me know. Oh, Rhonda Did you mean to turn off the camera or did you mean to turn on the mic? I'm not sure. And it's okay. So if we're not doing it here, make sure you share it in community, introduce yourself. So your next step is really just, yeah, Rhonda wants to go ahead, open up.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm on my iPad and I tapped the wrong place. Keep
No
tapping
problem.
the wrong thing. Earlier I was eating lunch, so I did have on purpose, but now I wasn't. So yes, I did the ritual. I don't use candles because I have a cat, but I have a flameless candle that I like to use it just as a focal point. And I drew the deck that I had. The card was the bat, and it was about basically renewal and rebirth. And was one of those you can't make this up kind of moments because there's so much right now in where I'm, launching into business and making my own communities and getting everything all in one place and making it a beautiful experience for people. So that was so very perfect. And no, I didn't think to put my intention in the introduction, but my intention is just to stay in creative flow and to share my art more.
I love that. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah. Sally, do you want to share? If you don't, it's all good.
Well, I think I shared in the site already. But one thing that was cool about the one called Returning, it has come up several times recently. Ancient Stones by Rebecca Campbell. And we've talked about putting a labyrinth here we have a small ranch. It's not horses or cows. We call it a Zen ranch. And it's on a cliff with lots of rocks, but we have lots of space to put like a labyrinth in. And apparently it's something my partner has wanted to do ever since he got the ranch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. And this is a card that Sally pulled and she shared. I do have this deck and I love it. It's such
Isn't
a
it
cool,
Yeah.
yeah. I love all of decks. Yes, so absolutely.
Great. Now I want it.
Yeah, this is beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah.
love that, love that. Yeah. And this is a post, yes, this is where we want all to share so you all can go in here and we'll create the beautiful energy as well, right? So here's Rhonda sharing. She said, great guidance, feels this resonate deeply, right? So all of you just connect with each other. That's the space. And also remember, and I on purpose did not use word manifestation for this community. That was intentional. Okay. And because I feel that the word, while I believe in manifestation wholeheartedly and definitely uh, experienced it a lot and teach it as well, I find it's been overused and it's almost like there is a negative connotation to that. But what I want to talk about, when you surround yourself in a community with like-minded people where you can openly share your interests, your likes, oracle cards specifically, right? So, or anything spiritual or woo, I don't like this word, but sometimes people resonate with that. Then, and when you surround yourself with people who are coming in with intention to grow and evolve in a community through creativity, you immediately raise your vibration. Because as a collective, we're raising each other vibration as well. And that's what helps you with manifestation as well. Okay. But I on purpose chose not to use word manifestation for this community. Right. So because I wanted it to be different, but I also wanted focus to be on that creative flow. Because we manifest all the time, want it or not. Right? So we manifest all the time, 24/7. And when we stay in a creative flow, and when we truly understand who do we need to become that our results require, we are going to be focusing on that becoming and evolving and not trying to focus on wants and manifest, right? So we automatically will manifest. Okay, make sense? Yeah, Stella said, even the stalemate I have been in is a manifestation, 100%. Yes, Yeah, we manifest everything. Yeah, 100%. We manifest all the time. So I find that when we focus on our creativity and flow and vibration, this is when everything gets into the place instead of us trying to focus on like, because even when people manifest, they get attached to those desires and goals too much. And what happens when we get attached, those things actually tend to pull away versus to come to you. An example I always give is when you mail something, and I'm going to say it not right now, not these days, because everyone likes to track stuff, but let's think back to when we used to mail, snail mail, cards or letters. I still have letters I was writing with my friend back and forth when I just moved to Canada. And I was going through a very hard time. Was during the separation, divorce from my first husband. And so when my first marriage was falling apart, and I still have the letters of hers. I still have them. So when I sent the letter, I didn't check every day and say, did you get it yet? Did you get it yet? Did you get it yet? I put the letter in the mailbox and I trusted that universe will deliver it. And now, because we so attached to those notifications, like because of Amazon, where is my order? How many doors? Right? So, oh, okay, it's 5 stops before me. And yes, it could, earn provide you with the convenience, like somebody like me with a big dog who doesn't like delivery people. And I like to see, when do I need to keep her in the office so she doesn't wreak havoc there and barks at all the delivery people. But at the same time, when we place the order to universe, we just go in our creative flow and universe already delivering it to you. And when you truly believe that, that's what happens.
Mhm.
Yes. So hello, Jen. So exciting, so excited. Yes. So we're almost finished, but welcome. Welcome, welcome. So excited to have you here. And people are joining. I've seen new members are joining, which is incredible, not only from Oracle Cards Magic. And it was nice to hear the cha-chings just for fun. And also, it was so nice to see all of the people from Oracle Cards Magic who is coming in because it's a gift for you to be here as well. So yeah, Michelle said, oh, she was wondering where Jen was. Yeah, so Jen is here in the capacity of a beautiful member, right? So, which is amazing. She's one of my OGs, original goddesses, right? So, or almost OGs. She wasn't like quite the OG, she's almost OG. Yeah, so yeah, wonderful, wonderful. So, questions, ladies. Anything that you want, maybe Jen, maybe you don't have questions, or maybe you want to say something. I just want to make sure we give you voice because we want everyone to give everyone space here. But it's already been such a beautiful experience for me, hopefully for you as well. So this video will show full overview if you want to see why I created this community. As I mentioned, it's a tribute to my brother who was a beautiful artist and unfortunately stopped painting when life happens, right? So, and I shared at the beginning how about a year and a half ago, his wife gave him paint by numbers. And I could see so much joy, that when he was drawing and when he finished that painting, when he was painting, and she actually brought that painting with her to Canada. So, and that was just such a beautiful tribute to him. So, yeah. Yeah. So thank you. And it's a hard day for me today, right? So I've been postponing to call my mom all day. So I am going to call her now. But it's just been like I need to be in the right headspace when I'm doing this, and then I can talk to my mom. Right. So it is hard, but it's also very sweet that I can do something in his memory that will kind of stay here for as long as we want it to be here, right? So, and as I said, the only help I need from you guys is kind of brainstorming. I will name one of the levels in his name. I haven't done it yet, but I just need to brainstorm what is that reward could be? Because sometimes it's, so when I was thinking about it, like what could honor him so much for that level, right? So, and I don't know what it could be, but something incredible, right? So if you can help me to brainstorm on that inside community, then or here, that would be wonderful. Yeah. Good, good, good. Okay, Jen said, I'm just excited to play in this beautiful space. Yes, I am excited too. And the new training will be coming this week on new viral babies videos. And also, not only babies, right? So, but I'm not going to tell you what it is unless you watch the channel and call from earlier this morning that you will know already. But if you haven't been on that call, you would not know. So I'm not going to spoil the surprise. It's not only babies, but I still will teach you how to do the viral babies, because if you want to bring more attention to your feed on Instagram, this is something that is trending right now. Just we're making them soulful. It's not going to be one of those bro marketing babies that I'm seeing everywhere right now. And so, but we were going to make really fun, soulful babies. Okay. And something else. So, and Michelle says a luminary. Yes, luminary level. Oh, I love that. Yeah. Maybe it will call Roman luminary. I love that. Thank you. Yeah, I'm writing it down. I like that Roman luminary. Hmm. Yeah, he is being a white. Absolutely. Okay, guys, love you, appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining. If you don't have any questions, I'm going to wrap it up right now. Please do go and get the ritual if you haven't done yet. Post and comment. Remember, it only takes few likes, 5 likes for you, right? So to get into this level 2, and as soon as you get to level 2, you already have a training there by traditional artist Dara, that she so generously shared her unique method of watercolor art flow method. And it's really cool. I'm not going to spoil it. You will have to watch the training. Training is only 21 minutes or 22. So, and you can watch it. What I recommend to do, I recommend to watch it in full first. And to get the full benefit, you will want to do it after without her guidance, without the instructions, and you'll understand why while you watch the training. Okay? So not going to spoil the surprise. Okay. Rhonda, you still, Sally is reminding me that you have a raised hand, so let me know if you have a questions, okay?
No.
Okay. Okay. No? Okay. Wonderful. Love you guys. Appreciate you. And Sally, thank you so much for looking after Rhonda and making sure we don't